Everyone, welcome back to another video. So this is gonna be my first Enfield video. Okay, this video is most likely going to be about my first impressions about the game so far. It's I think almost 1 week. It's like 5 or 6 days by now, since it's like 28th right now as the time I'm recording, and Enfield releases in 22. So almost a week of playing the game. Now again, I'm not deeply into the game as I have not yet unlocked the Wuling. If you guys know Wuling, I have not yet unlocked. I'm taking my time reading through the stories and basically just enjoying Enfield for what it is while molding in the factory, of course. And so far, all I'm going to say is this game, I know it's a gacha game. But it doesn't feel like a gacha game at the same time. How do I say it? Enfield caught me off guard in a lot of ways. Just know that prior to the game release, I have completely no experience. I haven't seen a single, at least too much of a gameplay or any tutorials, any guides, nothing. So when the game released, I thought the whole factory thing you see in the background is something that is like only a little part of the game, and the game will be your generic usual open world, or I guess semi-open world combat, like, you know, Genshin, Wuthering Waves, and so far and so. But as you guys know now, that is definitely a mistake, since literally 70% of, if not 80%, you will spend your time in AIC or factory building your own factory. Now I know that they have blueprints for for all the materials that you guys need and what you guys need later on, but I found myself more enjoyment in the fact that I use my own brains to think which one generates which one instead of using the factory. Sure, I do use blueprints, but it's not really as much as you think so. And yes, I know my factory is not the most efficient, but I'm still proud of what I'm doing right now, right? For example, this one is to produce, I'm trying to make a purple gear now, so I'm making the materials for it in hopes that I can get a purple gear by tomorrow, since I just made this. And yeah, this is basically for the whole sun, I think it's called, yeah, sand leaf for the purple gears. But back to my point, I spent a lot of time in factory and learning the mechanics on my own, again without watching any guide, and I have to tell you, the game is amazing. I've never spent this much time in a game before, other than Enfield. Other than the factory modes, I also love the fact that all your characters are basically playing with you, so you're not playing alone. Whenever you do combat, whenever you mine something, they will mine with you. And not only that, but they will also take the materials for you as well, which is a nice touch. The gacha system. Now, I know that there's a lot of people that's been complaining so far about the gacha system not being friendly, or, you know, it's just too much grind, not worth it, and etc. Good thing is about pulling in Enfield is that you get arsenal tickets every time you pull under character's banner, which you basically can use, as you can see here, to pull on the weapon banners. So you pull for the character, you get the currency for the weapon banner. In other gacha games, it will be separate, right? So you need to grind twice for basically having a chance to get the character and the signature. But however, in Enfield, that is not the case. Just go for the character, and while going for the character, you might even get their weapon if you got lucky, because you're going to be using your arsenal ticket for that. Another thing I like is that in the weapon banner, they basically have every single banner for every single character's 6-star weapon separated, not in one pull but separated rate ups, which is a very good thing. I did not expect this at all. I haven't talked about the exploration. Exploration wise, this is a semi-open world, so And again, rather than focusing on, you can grind for the chests, right? You can grind for Aurelians, which is basically like Oculus in Genshin, or create treasure chests, yeah, if that makes sense, or the protocol data logger. But most of the time, let me tell you this, you will be expanding your factory as well. You see these relay towers? They even created a meme for that, which you will be using to mine more rocks. But not only that, you also have other stuff like recycling station, rare growth, and other stuff that you would basically need to do in the overworld to basically make your character stronger and to expand your factory even further. What's most funny is that in this game, the ziplines you see on the map is made up by other players to help you. So in a way, you feel like you're not alone in this game. I'm going to talk about the multiplayer or the online aspect of the game, the part where you can do stuff with your friends later on, even though there's no co-op in this game. But that's a very fun thing to do. And you know what's very cool? It's not only limited to ziplines for the shared facilities. You literally can make a memo of your own, and you can leave a message for other players to find. For example, let me just find a memo real quick for you guys to see. For example, you see this memo right here. It says look closely, right? And if you tap on the memo beacon, you'll see that this is made up by another player called out Mamba9613. Now, again, this can mean a lot of things. Again, you can literally this can be helpful for other players again, but there is even a meme that someone left a memo, a literal memo, just to tell someone else to jump off and kill themselves, right? Which is kind of funny if you ask me. So there's a lot of fun things, but that's not it. We have more. Right? If you take a look on the original development, there's a lot of stuff. My favorite one is the stock redistribution. If you go to elastic goods, if you have unlocked elastic goods, you will see that there is a market here. Here is the fun part. You can see which one is having a high price right now or a low price, indicated by the green arrow or the red arrow. You can see that right now the most cheapest one is the hard Nogent helmets. Now you can buy this. Again, I already reached out my max, but you can buy these goods and then sell them to your friend and actually make profit out of it. So imagine that. This game has no co-op, but you can share your facility with someone else. You can share your blueprints. You can literally leave a memo for someone else. And you can sell items to other people in your friend list. But not only that, okay, there is another one. I can't get enough of this. On the depot node, if you guys don't know, you can literally transfer your job or your delivery missions to someone else and let them do it for you. So you can transfer those jobs, which I will be making a video in a separate video on how to get more Valley stock bills. But look at these. There are people that literally post delivery jobs that you can accept to get more of these Valley stock bills, or just basically help them complete their missions. Yeah, I can accept this, but I already have the maxed out. There's only three maxed out, right? And usually those missions will be taken so fast, so you need to click fast. But yes, that's basically it. You can have someone else to do your missions for you as well, or your deliveries. So yes, the game is fun. The game is unique in its own way. If you don't like the factory, that is completely fine. Maybe the game is not for you and you can move on. No one's gonna flame you for it. Just do not objectively make an opinion that Enfield is a bad game. This game is also very well optimized. Do note that every single gameplay you've seen or on the screen right now, is me playing on my PC lower than the minimum recommended specs. I will just post my specs on the screen right now for you guys to see of it. And I literally can stream the game, record the game with Streamlabs OBS while still maintaining around a stable 60 FPS, which is very cool. Usually with the other open world games, especially like Wuthering Waves, my PC will completely explode and I will not even be able to do anything about it. But Enfield feels very well optimized, and I'm very happy for the game. So far, those are my first impressions about the game. How is your Enfield going, or how is your factory growing? I hope everybody's having a good time on the game, just like how I am right now. And I will be seeing you guys in the next video. I'll be making a lot of guides, I think, on this game. I'm pretty much addicted to the game at this point, and probably stream more. And yes, if you're interested, you can join my Discord server so we can talk more about Enfield as well. And I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Have a good day. Have a nice day, everyone. This is DY and I am out. Have a good one. Peace.